Oh, Paul George. Oh, Paul George. He came out and said that if there was no LeBron James with the Miami Heat, that the Pacers would have won the chip when he played there. Am I right? Oh yeah, you know what? If the bank would be open and let me walk in there and give me 6 hours to get as much money as I get, I'd have more money than I had yesterday. I mean, Captain Obvious. What is he come up with his ideas? He spends so much time podcasting and talking instead of shooting the baskets. He's out here always running his mouth about stuff. You never was that guy. Someone got to break it down to Paul George. Yeah, I had recently had heard about it, and I thought it was comical coming from him. But that's what he do. That's how he talks. He goes onto these tangents that he acts like that. What happened was he had that bad injury in 2014, and that hurt him. But he was never the dude. I don't think that he was necessarily doing anything better than Danny Granger. I know Roy Hibbert. I know the whole thing with what was it, the break baby or something? There was some conflict with Roy Hibbert. There was something that went on with that team that messed that chemistry up because they were set to be a threat and they lost and he didn't finish and he never really recovered from that. And that's when he went to OKC and he did all these travels and these moves. That guy never been the same since. He could have been one of the five greatest Pacers. I truly believe that. Had he stayed there and they won, we'll never know. He should have been able to take the baton from Reggie Miller. Now he done became such a cast off and a moving around that I've always said he was a double Junior Whopper broke Vince Carter and a triple Junior Whopper broke Kobe Bryant. Just broke. Cat that never was, that should have been. He's a shoulda, coulda. He got all the makings, the tools to be, but his mental capacity, pandemic in the bubble, couldn't hit the side of a barn, just was missing left and right. And I understand why. I get it. I get it. We're not that far from Moosehead time. I get it. But he has no excuse for his other Clipper life, his Sixer life. I mean, this is a guy that should have been probably a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he just didn't gone into obscurity. There's always this notion that if he plays for 2 or 3 weeks or a month, that he's gonna do something, and then he just resorts to injuries, and he's back to street clothes, and then he's on his podcast, and he doesn't really have anything that's memorable about his career now. We didn't forgot about him because that Pacer era